Dumelang. On today's episode, we have Musa Motha. He's a cancer survivor. As a performer with one leg, he wants to inspire other people who live with disability and break down the social stereotypes. Musa is a full-time professional dancer, choreographer, and a motivational speaker. Watch the full episode to hear more about him. Enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome to Getting Real with your City Precious. On today's episode we have Musa Motha, but I'm going to give him the platform to introduce himself to you guys. Hi Musa, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, how are you?
I am good. Is it Musa Zulu or Musa Sutu?
It's Zulu.
Okay, I just needed to clarify that. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I am good, thanks. It's such an honor to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this is the time that I'm going to give you the platform to introduce yourself to my viewers. Tell them more about yourself. What kind of child were you?
Okay, I said it to you at the camera.
You can say it to the camera.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Musa Motha, all the way from the Val in South Africa in Sibuke. I grew up in Zone 16, Zone 14, and as a child I was that child who is inspired by soccer, and then until a lot of things and compromises happened in life. So yeah, I'm just a go-getter type of person, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So you mentioned that you grew up in Zone 14 and all of that, but I want you to tell me which schools you went to and what role did those schools play in your life.
Okay. My primary went to Blake Chavo Primary School. It was in Zone 14. That's where actually I learned how to be a child.
Yeah.
You know, because from crèche they teach you how to actually behave and all that. And in primary stage, that's where they taught me how to be a child, but yet to focus in life. You know. And then I guess secondary school is where to make decisions of what is it that I want in life. Sadly, I found my way in grade 11. That's where I made a decision like, hey bro, you're doing sciences and all of that, but you're into arts. So I made a decision in grade 11, and then but making that decision doesn't mean that I actually dropped out. I finished my matric well, passed well, and then I went to Dublin College, and I did my chemical engineering. But after that, I was like, Mom, this is not me, man.
This is not what I want.
I'm not a 9 to 5 type of person.
Yeah,
I want to relax. I want to wake up at 10 o'clock and still not feel bad. So I started to tap into arts. I was a street dancer before. I started dancing with a lot of township guys. That's where actually everything happened. Started with Eastpool Joy, started the party there, then they taught me how to dance, and then escalated to a lot of things. And I joined the local dance crews, and then escalated to other lot of things. We shot I don't know if I'm going further.
Okay, before we get to that part, I want you to tell me that you did mention that you wanted to become a soccer player back when you were growing up. Why did that mindset change?
Actually, the mindset didn't change. The circumstances changed the situation.
How so?
When I was 11 years old, let me just say 10 towards 11 years old, I was playing soccer actually, and then things happened. I got kicked on my knee, and then my knee started to swell up every night, every day actually. So I got pains and pains and pains, until my mom got fed up, and then she was like, hey bro, you need to take you to the hospital now, and in the general hospital started, so I started playing soccer. I was
this was you at 10 years old?
Yes. And then I traveled from Sibuke Hospital. They sent me to Baragwana. They didn't see anything. They couldn't actually put a finger on it, like, this is what you
This is what the problem is.
I remember this other day, they called me specially, they called the specialist from, I don't remember if it's Spain or Portugal, somewhere there. And then that specialist came through, he came with the team. I was alone in the room, full of doctors, man. They were checking.
At the hospital.
Orthopedic doctors. And, it was so fascinating that they couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
They all did the X-rays, CT scans, you know, but nothing came up, you know. And then they sent me back to Sebokeng, and then from
Sebokeng Hospital.
Yeah, Sebokeng Hospital. They sent me to Johannesburg General Hospital. That's where they did the biopsy.
Yeah.
So the biopsy, you know, gave us what was happening.
Yeah.
You know, they told me, hey, bro, we found this, you know, but they told my mom, you know, so my mom had to break it down to me, like, Musa, you have cancer. I'm like, what is that, bro? It's like that kind of type of other food, you know.
Yeah.
But she was like, nah, bro, this is some serious thing, you know, but we're gonna go through it together, you know, as a family, you know. And then, yeah, I went to this, from Johannesburg jail, they sent me to Baragwanath in Ward 43. That's where they actually, you know, give kids the treatment for cancer. Yeah, so before I can even start, they have to diagnose first, like officially tell you this is what and what, results and all of that, and they tell you what is cancer, what does it do, you know. So, yeah, man, it happened, and I had the type of cancer called osteosarcoma. It is found in the bone marrow. Okay. So it spreads very easily, you know. So, yeah, we signed the consent forms and then things happened, and then...
this is the forms that state that you have to start a treatment.
Yes, the chemotherapy, they tell you the pros and cons. That, and they don't actually, you know, brush it off like, oh, you're gonna be fine. They tell you it's 50-50. Today you survive, you die. You know, you just have to hope for the best and work with us. You know, so yeah, signed up, and then I started. 2 weeks later, they told me there's nothing we can do now. The only thing we can do is amputation, because the cancer cells, they actually, you know, travel, so we don't know which part they are at now.
Exactly.
You know? So like, okay, cool, amputation. Hey, we black people, man, we don't really decide.
You don't really understand.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So it really took a leap in my family, and we took a gap like 6 months, I think. So actually, the amputation was supposed to happen just after, just above the knee. So now, when I went back, it was really bad. You know, my knee was.
Oh, the cancer cells had spread to other places.
You know. So they told me that, hey, bro, this thing now is spread. You know, so we need to cut everything. Like, okay, cool, fine. And they had to do it. They did it, and then I started again. With I actually continued with the chemotherapy, you know, which was not really a smooth journey. You know, chemo does things to you, man. It plays with your mind. Sometimes you see things that people don't see. You know, you lose your hair. You know, your eyesight. Sometimes I remember this other day I was in the toilet, and then when I walked out, I just went blank. I don't know what happened. You know, so it was things like that. Chemotherapy burnt my lungs, it burnt my heart. Even today, my heart doesn't beat as normal as, you know.
As it used to.
Yeah, because I can feel it. Like that right now, I can feel like, okay, my heart is beating, you know, which is not normal, you know. And again, it burnt my, I don't know which cells they call them, but in my left ear. And then, yeah, and other things, you know. And then after that, after I finished up, guess what I did first? I went out and played soccer. You know, I wanted to continue, but
you continue with what you left off. Yes.
But I guess the love of music directed me to a different path. You know, because after that things happened differently. You know, I played soccer, but it was not that comfortable as before.
As before, yes.
Yeah. So it was a matter of, bruh, you need to make up your mind. What is it you want? You know. So yeah, I made a decision. Yeah, I fell in love with music. Music brought me to dance, and then dance found me.
Wow. So I want us to take it back to now the first time you went out of hospital after they've cut your leg now. How did that take a toll on you as a child? Because you were used to playing comfortably as a child with 2 legs, and now you come back home and it's a different situation.
I mean, you know, I'd say, you know, a lot of people, when they ask me questions like that, they expect me to say, hey, but it was really tough. I couldn't cope. You know, I thought maybe a lot of kids would tease me. You know, I was so depressed. And I was like, when I look back, I was just normal. You know? After amputation, boom, I played soccer in the hood. You know, everybody got to get used to oh Musa, oh there's Musa, oh okay. Now we used to him, you know, because I make a lot of appearances in the hood so that people can get used to the new me, you know. Even when I went to school, the first, I think the first week, I was in class, you know, it's break time, I need to sit in class, you know, I was just a little bit reserved and all that. But my mind was like, hey, bro, go outside and play. You know? So I went outside, played with other kids, played soccer. And I was that popular kid where, hey, you know how he can play soccer, bro. You know, they like, even the little kids were like, hey, bro, I want to be like you. I remember this other kid who was like, I'm going to tell my mom that I want to cut my leg also. I'm like, hey.
So that he can be like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't do that, man. You know. But I wouldn't say I had challenges. You know. My only challenge was just to instill the positivity in my mind.
Yeah,
you know, because first of all, the stairs. You know, getting into stairs, you need to collaborate with the gravity. You know, it's not as normal as you go in. You need to have like a certain technique to go into stairs. You know, so that's one of the things that I had challenge with. Not to get onto stairs, but to switch my mind that hey, but you need to go in. And I did it. You know, yeah. It was one of those things like I like the challenges. You know, when I get it, I know that okay, I have something to work on. But this is a life-changing thing for me.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So I focus on it and then I build a positive impact on it. Even if you know I get like maybe 1,000. Maybe let's say 999 negative things, and then that one positive thing, I'm gonna focus on it. You know, that's how I am.
Yes.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah. So let's now get back to the point where you told me that when you were in grade 11, you made a decision that you want to be in the entertainment industry. You don't want to work for a 9 to 5. You want to wake up at 10 o'clock. Let's now take it back to the point where you realize that you are passionate about dancing and you want to follow it as your career.
Okay. As I said, that chose me, man. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. I didn't lie about it because a lot of things happened. You know. I just took dance as a hobby.
Yes.
You know, when the career started, actually.
Yeah.
The parents started a dance for local dance crew. You know. From local dance crew, and then I joined the other local dance crew that is a
bit higher.
Yeah, you know. So from getting performances outside, you know, we like okay, people recognize me like, hey, bruh, you need to come in, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I got like a lot of gigs like TV ads. I got like I worked with the likes of So Easy, you know, and then the biggest. Actually, it's not the biggest, but it actually, you know, on top of the cake for me. It's working with shooting the music video for Drake. You know, it was really a breakthrough. That one, you know. So in grade, and it was in grade 11. You know, so that's where.
So that this was back in grade 11 when you shot this music video with Drake.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a breakthrough for me. It's like, hey, man, you need to focus now.
Exactly.
You know, because you know what happened? A lot of things happened. Like, I go to shows and then people were like, hey, but I'm fascinated about what you're doing.
Exactly.
And all that. And there was this other time I was performing. Actually, there's a competition.
Yeah.
Red Square, there's knockout, something like that. You know, and then after we performed, this other guy came to me. Okay, he's not a guy. He's like an older dude. You know, he was like, hey, bro. He was crying. I'm like, this guy's drunk. What is he gonna say? You know?
Yeah.
So he's gonna hug me, and you know, he was like, hey, bro, you know what's gonna happen right now? I'm gonna tell you the story. You know, and he was like, hey, man, I have depression, you know, and it's deep, right? You know, this was supposed to be my last time as I came here. He showed me his ring. I was like, yeah, I'm married. I have kids. I have a wife. You know, I have a functioning family. I'm happy. You know, but I'm depressed at the same time. So tonight, I was going to commit suicide after this event. But after I saw you, I've changed my mind. That's why I actually felt like, how many of these type of people are in the crowd?
Exactly. So and they don't come to you.
You know, and so if I decide to take my 9 to 5 job, what's gonna happen to those people?
To those people that you give hope to.
Yeah. So automatically it became a responsibility. but I fell in love with the responsibility.
Exactly.
So I guess that's where I'm like, hey, this thing is for me now. I have to continue to do this.
So let's now talk about the other things you do in the entertainment industry. That's you being a DJ, being a videographer, and now you're a motivational speaker. Let's talk about those other things. Let's dwell into them.
Okay. DJing. I started DJing in 2010. Yeah, during Waka Waka. Right?
Yeah. The World Cup.
Yeah,
exactly.
Was taught by Dumelo Chico. And then, a lot of things happened there also, I started producing my own music, but I realized that I'm so impatient that I want things done now, and producing music takes time, So put that on pause, and then I focused on DJing.
DJing alone.
Yeah, I mean DJing took me places.
Yeah.
But on that side, I don't actually want to talk about it, because right now it's not part of the priorities. And then when it comes to motivational speaking, it happened because a lot of people actually invited me, like Musa, come and speak for this and this, come to their school because they need someone like you who's going to motivate them.
Exactly.
And but then I didn't take it as, hey, but I need motivational speaking. I took it like, Musa, let's go, let's talk.
Yes,
so
it's just talking.
Yeah.
And
then I started to take it serious when I got invited in this company, The Discovery in Santon.
Oh yeah, yes.
So when I went there, I went there just to talk, And then these people, they were like, hey, but I need to, the CEO actually, he's the one who invited me. And I was like, hey, but I want to actually introduce you to everyone. Like, everyone, why everyone?
Yes.
It's like, is it that special?
Yeah.
And then when I walked in, those people looked at me, like, hey, is this Musa? Hey, Musa, how are you? And I was like, yo, these people. And then when he introduced me, like, this is the COO, this is the MD. I was like, those positions, I'm like, hey, so what am I going to say to these people?
Exactly.
Already they are motivated, But I actually thought about it, and then I just spoke, And then that's why I actually took it serious. So like, okay, so now you can stand like in front of a lot of people that have like different situations,
exactly,
and you can still take it further. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So this is serious. And then they started to like, hey, man, so how much do you charge? Like, oh, okay, so it comes with money now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send you the invoice.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why.
So you're the one that's selling them, you send them the invoice now.
Yeah, but now I have the manager.
Okay.
So he's like, hey, Musa, they need you somewhere.
Yeah.
So I sent the invoice. Oh, cool, sure.
Yeah. Let's now talk about, I want us to go into like, you mentioned earlier on that you worked with Somizi and you worked with Drake. Which person would you say when you worked with them, you then realized that my passion is actually going to take me somewhere?
Okay, let me just say, working with Somizi, it was really a blessing moment, because Somizi is not the type of person you see on TV.
Yeah.
When you talk to him, like, in person, he comes and he chooses like, hey, this one, this one. But he knows who to talk to and how, He's a smart guy,
Yeah.
So when he talked to me, he was like, hey, brah, he was giving me life advices, how do I actually tap into this industry, and all of that. So that's how special Somizi was. He actually played a part.
Yes.
And I started to actually have an encounter with him back in 2010 also. He was hosting the dance auditions for Waka Waka thing.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sadly I was like a minor, I was 16 I think. So they couldn't take me. They had to take like 18 and above.
Yeah.
So that's when we started to talk. So every time I meet up with him now, we just talk. Hey, I'm Sunshine, sharp. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. This and this and this and this.
Yeah. So and he's the person that made an influence in your life.
Yeah. And then when it comes to Drake, hey, that guy, man. So the thing is that figure. I was like, okay, so meaning you can meet up with these type of people in your life, but if you work hard, you know. Because let me tell you, when we went there, we shot the music video and clicked on, you know. We just went for the auditions, and then we auditioned. They didn't tell us who were we actually auditioning for.
Oh yes.
You know, so they told us right on the set, you know. So the phones are not there. The phones are, you know, back in the building where we were actually, you know, set. So when he walked in, everybody was crazy.
Yes.
We were like, Drake, what? Never.
How
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never. And then, you know what's the special part? When he walks in, everybody was, you know, we were set, me and my crew, we were just placed behind everyone.
Yes.
You know, and when he walked in, he was like, where's that dude? Where's that guy?
He was looking for
He
you.
was looking for me. He's like, there's him. The director, you know, was pointing at me. And he came, you know, he's very tall, that guy. He's very tall. So he came up to me and was like, hey, Musa, how you doing? I'm like, hey, brah, this guy. And then hold his hand, his hand is soft. I'm like, hey. You know? It didn't make sense back then, you know, but right now I'm like, you know, when I look back, I was like, hey, brah, you know, you can do anything. That's why I actually started to work with Nothing is Impossible.
Wow. Let's now talk about the challenges you've come across as a dancer. You said you're not really prioritizing the fact that you're a producer and a DJ. Your main focus is being a dancer. Let's now talk about the challenges you've come across as a dancer and in your personal life as well.
Okay. The challenges that I come across right now, it's actually I don't know. Do I have to?
Is there such a thing though?
There is, man. Yeah, it's a choice. But I think let me just say before I can actually tap into like taking dance into like a professional level where I learn ballet, where I learn contemporaries, you know, Afrofusion. At first I was a Buddha dancer, you know, Banzula, hip hop. You know, I used to hold my crutches and dance with them. Like now, when I got there, the first audition, they're like, first position, the hands, second position, leg. I'm like, how am I gonna do that?
Exactly.
So the only challenge was me switching in, you know, switching into Musa. You need to work out with whatever that you have, you know. Now let's just use one crutch and put that one away. You know, use it for the hand, you know, to move. And then the other one, I'd say maybe it's it just, you know, I tend to lose myself when I'm on stage. You know,
lose yourself in what way?
In a way of I actually overdo things. I can rehearse now, like, okay, now we're gonna do 2 10s, and then when I go to stage I do 4 10s. You know, so it's like that. So that's actually a weakness. You know, so that's actually the challenge that I'm working on right now. And then the other one is I don't actually accept defeat. You know, so anytime someone choreographs something, I actually want to get it. You know, so if I don't get it, I get frustrated. You know, and then it put me off. You know, so those are the things that I actually am working on right now. You know, I think
those are the challenges you've come across. Okay, I want us now to tap into your success. Ne? I want you to give me your definition of success.
Success.
In your definition.
I'd say success is actually reaching the destination and actually being comfortable within the destination.
Being comfortable within the destination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, there's no other way, I think. But I don't actually define myself as a successful person.
Why not?
Because as I said, I define it as you reach the destination and you become comfortable within the destination, you know. And then comfortability comes with weaknesses also. You relax, you know, and I'm not the type of person who relax. So right now I'd say maybe I'm a type of person who achieves a lot. You know, so I work on achievement instead of saying success.
Okay. So now I want you to tell me where you see Musa in the next coming 5 years.
Definitely not in South Africa.
Where?
that one I'm pretty sure.
Where do you want to be?
Actually, I'm not sure right now. I'm still exploring my options.
Yeah.
And again, touring gives me a little bit of experience, and it opens my mind. Like, so where do you want to go? You want to be in UK? UK has a lot of old buildings, but they're strong, but they look, you get to New York. New York is like it's a city life. This is beautiful. You get to check worldwide. So it's one of those moments like, okay, now I'm still searching what is it that I want to do.
Exactly.
Where do I want to go? But definitely not in South Africa. And again, I'm the type of person who believes in business. Right now I'm still learning. I'm still learning in the forex industry, and again, I'm still learning how to actually manage a business. So my plan is to actually own an institution. So what I want to do is that I want to break the word disability. So what's your definition of disability? Right now, the only thing that actually makes me different from like an able body is because of now if you run, I'm gonna run slower. That's the only thing. But when you get on stage, I'm gonna dance more than you. That's what I'm confident of. But that doesn't make you a disabled person.
Exactly.
So and again, I'm actually disappointed in our system where they're like, we have a disability grant. In that way, they give you money for your stay. Why? All of those things. I'm actually gonna break that mindset. I'm on a wheelchair, so now I need to get a disability grant. Why? Why can't you just wake up in the morning, go to school or do something, get yourself, you still have your mind working. So what I'm gonna do is that for now I'm gonna work on amputees. So I'm gonna open, like, I have friends, man, ITs, the ones who work in the media. So you just come, and then we tell you what is it that we offer. One of the courses there will be, the compulsory courses will be entrepreneurship. So that's where we're going to teach you how to handle business, how to actually start your own business, and continue. So after graduation, every amputee that's going to be graduated from my school, we're going to make sure that you actually open your own business. And in that business, you have to hire like 80% of differently abled people. So in that manner, those disability grant money, we're gonna work like I don't know, I'd say legends, maybe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crack the taxation system. So and with that money, we're gonna do something that's actually going to make us go on a zero taxation system. So yeah, and I'm planning to do it countrywide. So yeah, right now I'm still learning how to do things. Not far from hitting the success vibe already. But I'm almost there. So yeah, that's actually.
Now I want you, before you leave, to give advice to someone who's watching you and someone who's ready to give up on their dreams, be it life. I want you to talk to them and give them advice.
Okay. So, as a person, you need to know your purpose. That's the first thing you need to know. When you know your purpose, you know that you're working on something. Because I believe that you can't be created for nothing. A door is created for it to close and open. Without the door being present there, we know that there's not gonna be like a full function of a room. So God created you to actually come and serve your purpose. So finding your purpose and ask yourself every day, if maybe you were not born, what would the world have missed? So that's how special you are. And then again, don't believe in impossibilities, man. Even if it sounds so impossible that I want to learn how to fly. Yeah, but I can put wings and fly. And again, it's believing in yourself. And be mindful of who you hang out with.
Exactly.
You know, stay positive at all time, and then if you pray every day. You know, hop into whatever that you believe into. You know,
exactly.
just to keep your sanity into you know center. And again, you need to be mindful of how you talk. You need to be humble as you know as much as you can.
Exactly.
You know, and again, keep breaking the word impossible. Tell yourself that I am possible. Everything is possible. I can do it. You know, at any time. You know, and giving up. When you give up, there's a difference between giving up and knowing your battles.
Yes.
You know, you can step into the battle and then you see that it's not my battle. Stepping out doesn't mean you give up.
Yeah.
You know, you're stepping out and looking for other one. You know, giving up, you step up and then you step down and then you sit. You know, waiting for another thing. You know, so I'd say do not give up. Focus on your dreams, and then trust me. If your dream doesn't scale you, that's not a dream. It's just a goal.
Yeah.
So just dream as big as you can, and then you set goals of how am I gonna reach my dream.
Reach your dream.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
From us getting real with City Precious, today's episode we have Musa Motha. And from me, City Precious, the original Musa in the making, this is me saying goodbye. God bless.